So this is the CLSC, which is the Community Learning and Sharing Center Library.
Come on in, take a look. The structure was designed via a community process. We had a number of community meetings throughout the course of a year or a bit more when community members came and shared their ideas of what they wanted to see here. This property is owned by the Asociación de Desarrollo, which is the local government body that acts as a liaison between the municipality in Puriscal and our community here in Mastatal. So it was built on community land. They essentially gave MCF, Mastate Charitable Foundation, permission to build this structure. The building itself is going to be multi-use, and that's why we decided to call it a Community Learning and Sharing Center as opposed to just a library. The wood that was used to build this came from within, I think, no more than 5 miles. It all came from local farms with permitted wood, which is pretty cool. We're pretty proud of that. Here we can take a peek at the rest of the structure. The way that this was designed and thought out, there is a building here, was a building here called the Casa de Cacao, which was built for agricultural purposes over 25 years ago. The project was abandoned before it even started, so this, what we're looking into, was an abandoned agricultural warehouse for the first decade or so that we lived in this community. And so the idea for this project was essentially to renovate that space, the Casa de Cacao, which had been basically a garbage warehouse, really, while we were the first years while we were here. And so the community and MCF had an idea to bring that back to life, but in addition, expanding it with this timber frame. We have an idea of this potentially being kind of a room to showcase what's going on here in our community. So whether that be organic chocolate production or the national park, which is in our backyard here, this will hopefully be an area where local entrepreneurs, artisans, guides can all come to let visitors to our community know what's going on. So if you can envision this space, perhaps having some local products to sell, perhaps some signage on local guide services to the national park or local waterfalls, etc. Hoping to have these bookshelves full by the end of the year. We have had a lot of people express interest in donating books in Spanish to the community library. We're also hoping to add more bookshelves around this area as needed. We came up with the idea of the Community Learning and Sharing Center. We really wanted to focus on women and children in this community who have seemed to be somewhat underrepresented. We have bigger dreams, perhaps to use some of the space outside this window, perhaps as more recreational, outdoor recreational space for kids, maybe a small 5-on-5 soccer field, something along those lines. But for now, this is where we'll be concentrating our efforts to fill the shelves with books and get this place up and running and the doors open as quickly as possible.